What's up, I Digress listeners? If you've been listening to I Digress, you know that I Digress is all about providing marketing strategy to help your business grow. John Jantsch is the real deal on the Duct Tape Marketing Podcast. He's one of the leading small business marketing experts. Over 25 years of experience as a marketer, as a speaker, as an entrepreneur, as an author. Listen to the Duct Tape Marketing Podcast that is designed to give you marketing tips, tactics, and resources to grow your business. Something I love about the show is that John never shies away from asking the tough questions. Things like, is your core audience the audience you want to have? And does your business solve a customer's problem? Some of the episodes that I listened to recently was how to create marketing that can't be ignored. Ooh, that's a good one. Narrowing your focus on your ideal customer. Don't we all need to do that? The Duct Tape Marketing Podcast, hosted by John Jantsch, is brought to you by the HubSpot Podcast Network. When you think about your business and how you're trying to captivate an audience, captivate attention, and all the different variables that come with it, we may try to do discounts. We may try different markets. We may lower our pricing. We may create a ton of different products, a ton of different services. We're all over the place because we're money hungry. We need to fill some voids. We need to get our cash flow up and all these different variables, right? But honestly, it comes down to opportunity. Are you tired of knocking at the door of opportunity, waiting for something to open, waiting for something to happen, waiting for something to manifest, to materialize, to be complete? Yeah, me too. Aren't we all in a way? Sometimes it's a good reminder to take a minute, take a breath, and be thankful to have found a door to knock on in the first place. Wait, hold on, what? Run that back again? I said sometimes it's really good to be thankful to be even having the opportunity to be knocking at a door. Do you know how long and how hard and complicated sometimes it takes to even find a door to knock at? And yes, this is a metaphor about being real for a minute here. Many are still out here searching, looking for even an opportunity door to even knock on. They're just looking. Now, I get it. You might have been looking too. You finally found a door that makes sense. And you're knocking. And you're just waiting for the door to open. You're like, Troy, I'm waiting. I'm waiting with you. I'm waiting for the door to open with you. We in this together, okay? Technically speaking, if I can be objective here and take the passion and the pain and the frustration and all the emotional pieces out of it for a second, we're all waiting for something. Maybe you just got further along in the process to a potential door opening than somebody else. Here's the key. Time is subjective. To the one who is waiting, it can feel like an eternity. To the one opening the door, it can feel just only been a few seconds has passed. We have no control over the door opening. All we have control over is our actions to seek, to knock, to wait, and do it all over again if we must, until we get to a door that opens for us to walk through.
What's up, digital world? You're listening to the I Digress audio experience with Troy Sandage. Social media, marketing, storytelling, business, culture, and more. Coming to you in 3, 2, 1.
If a client says yes and signs, but reneges, if a client says yes, but ghosts you, if a client says no, which situation was worse? The outcome was the same. That particular door of opportunity wasn't meant to open for you, but we can't control that. We can't swim upstream of a waterfall no matter how much effort and energy we put into it. It will never happen. All we can do is continue to find another door to knock until it opens. The act of this, of searching for doors, knocking at doors, and waiting can be disheartening and can be amplified depending on your situation. Your cash flow is low, the bills are due, you have employees to pay, you went out on your own, you took out loans, you got to pay back loans. A lot of things, emotional, mental, physical, spiritual, all the things weighing at you can be hard to do this thing, to be in this process of growth, because growth only manifests itself through friction, resistance. We hit a ceiling. But those are indicators we're making strides, we're trying. But I get it. When you're in it, it's terrible. It's hard. It's disheartening. It's demoralizing. It could be even traumatizing. People desperate for marketing and branding to generate sales will always find something wrong with marketing and branding no matter what you do. But the moment that door unlocks and it starts working, you don't hear nobody giving any issues and give it all the praise. So when you're thinking about these tactics and strategies and doing marketing and branding and sales and content marketing and distribution and pitching and pitch decks and all these different things that you have to do as part of your business, creating systems and processes and accounting and all the different things you must do, it's a constant grind. And you will only get better at it over time. And this could be the season where you just got to grind up until the door opens, until things start to make sense. But we also have to understand when to stop and make a shift. Yes, we can get romanticized by the story of I just kept knocking and knocking and knocking, and they finally opened the door, and when I walked through it, it changed my whole life. Motivational pause. Yes. But let's be real. Sometimes that happens, but most of the time it doesn't. The people who can identify, I need to pause, I need to stop, or I need to quit this action and do something else, save a lot of time, headache, and issues. We have to understand and have discernment of when we need to make shifts. When this isn't working anymore, get over ourselves, release ourselves of our pride, eat some humble pie, and take a step back and rethink things. Recalculating, recalibrating, rerouting. Again, just because we had to quit one thing, our destination hasn't changed. And I talked about this in previous episodes before. What am I getting at? And I know this may sound cliche. This may sound like whatever. But what is meant for you will be for you if we continue to knock. If we stop knocking, there will never be a chance. But if we continue to knock, there is always a chance that the door will be open. That's the mentality between success and failure. We see all the top brands, maybe the people and businesses and thought leaders and top of the industry you observe, you looked at on LinkedIn and at summits and at events. Maybe even looking at your competitors and how well they're doing, people you admire most. What you don't see behind the scenes amongst all the success that they project outwardly is all the time they kept searching for doors, knocking at doors, and waiting for one to finally open. Failure is the guaranteed outcome the moment you quit. The moment you have an idea of something, project, campaign, start a business, you work at a business, you're trying to get a promotion, you're a freelancer, you're a side hustler, you're a solopreneur, you're a speaker, you're an author, you're a copywriter, you're a video editor, whatever it is that you do, whatever it is that you're trying to become, you have this idea. From the jump, you're supposed to fail. That's the baseline. So if we're playing with house money, we might as well keep knocking until doors open. You might as well search, knock, wait. Have discernment to decide if I'm still going to wait at this door or go to another door. But in the process, I'm not going to quit. Here's the key thing I want you to think about in this moment, and listen to me good. Understand the urgency causing your increased sensitivity to the ratio of time waiting for that door to open is not the same to the customer, the client, or the decision maker coming to open it. Woo! Let me repeat and say that again. The urgency causing your increased sensitivity, your anxiety, all that extra weight and pressure, waiting for that door to open. Like time is getting slow-mo. The anxiety, the pressure is all there. Is not the same experience or situation to the customer, to the client, to the decision maker coming to open the door. The moment you understand that, the better you can reset yourself. Time is subjective. If you've been listening to I Digress for a hot minute, you've heard me talk about the 6 pillars every business needs. Simple, scalable, sustainable, systematic, speed, and successful. A big part of achieving these 6 pillars in business is incorporating them into the tools you use to conduct your business, like your CRM platform. Whether it's predicting consumer behavior or diagnosing the many what's, hows, and whys of sales and marketing, The HubSpot CRM platform has customizable solutions to help your business go from why now to what's next. Many CRM platforms are either over-engineered, can we be real for a minute, or clunky and unreliable, costing more time and money than they're worth. If we can be 100, let's keep it 100. A HubSpot CRM platform means you have a purpose-built solution that's tailored to your business and your business alone. So whether you're just getting started or looking for a robust system, HubSpot is ready to scale and grow with your business. With new features that allow HubSpot admins control of their accounts like never before, there's never been a better time to check out what the HubSpot CRM platform can do for you and your business. Learn more about how you can customize your CRM platform with HubSpot at HubSpot.com. The thing is, the person at the other end of the door doesn't feel a thing. It may be raining and storming on your side, but it's all sunshine and rainbows on their side. They have all the time in the universe and not feeling 1 ounce of the weight or the pressure or the anxiety or the stress that you're feeling right now, waiting for that door to open in your professional or your personal life. Everything is amplified like a pivotal climax of a movie. Like I said in slow-mo, time slows down, even though it's taking forever. Slow and slow and slow and slow. You may doubt yourself. You may think you aren't worthy. You may feel the door may never open as you're waiting. That's normal. That's natural. We are conditioned to want things immediately, as rightfully so. We've been conditioned that way. We go on our phones, boom, the internet. We buy something from Amazon, I'm going to get it same day shipping or in 2 days. I buy something, I want to download, I want to listen to it right now. We're conditioned for instantaneous gratification. But in many cases, in business, nothing comes instant. Everything takes work and time and patience. Our sensitivity to time is super enhanced the greater the need or the more pressure around that door opening. Think about it. If we didn't have that pressure, it'd be like any other door. Well, they'll open it when they open it. I ain't tripping. I ain't got no worries. We must have patience. We must have poise. And we must have persistence. All three are essential in this season of searching, of knocking, and waiting. You can apply this situation in marketing, in sales, in branding, in pitching, and trying to get that promotion, and trying to get that job, trying to get that client, get that proposal signed, get that loan approval, get that RFP, get that acquisition, finish that website. A lot of gateways, a lot of red tape, a lot of processes and procedures. Patience, poise, persistence will eventually give you power to get what you want, to lead to prosperity. But it takes time, and we don't want to hear that. Sure, I want to listen to a 30-minute episode that's going to give me the key to unlock the door to make that 6 transition to that 7-figure right now. Well, I don't know if I can do that for you. No guarantees. Let me talk to my lawyer. But it's not that simple. But keep it simple. Be clear about the situation. Be clear about what makes sense in your business, in your walk of life, and make adjustments accordingly. But remember, if we quit from searching and knocking and waiting, ain't nothing gonna happen. Most folk don't get sales because they stopped knocking, they stopped searching, or they didn't have the patience to wait. Come on now. Come on now. The reason why your marketing didn't take off, organic or paid, they stopped knocking, they stopped searching, and they didn't have the patience to wait to see if something was going to happen. You got to be patient. You got to keep going, and you can't stop knocking. Yes, it's a simple analogy, but you can apply that to so many different phases of your business. And I'll tell you one better. If you're listening to me, my voice in your ear, we're having an intimate moment. Yes, we're not having a full conversation in real time, but by the time I recorded it, I'm sending it to the mic. You're listening to your audio device, and now we're having a moment. And I'm telling you, you have to understand patience, poise, persistence. Patience, poise, persistence will lead you to access to prosperity if you don't quit. Most folk just struggle with so many different things because they don't take enough action and they don't have enough discipline to wait. They're too emotional, they're not objective, and they're taking it too personal when it comes to interactions. This is business. Not that you have to have the thickest skin in the world, but you can't be a piece of paper, a paper bag with the wind blowing, just flowing around. You gotta be rooted. What do I always say? You must have conviction and confidence to command, to convert. Convince someone to take action. Do the work and stick to it. Just because I say you have to know discernment of when to quit and make a shift, that doesn't mean time is subjective. For some people, that may be an hour. For other people, that may be 2 years. We don't know. Time is subjective to your goals. And I would surmise, though some people say get rich quick, I don't believe in that. I believe you can sow a lot of seeds that can compound over time to get you to where you want to go in growth. But I don't believe in getting rich quick. And honestly, if we think about what may be required to get there, I don't know if I even want to try it. I'm an ethical person here. I digress. What I'm trying to get to in this point, when we talked about discounts at the beginning, and we talk about the mentality you must have, and we talk about the situational awareness around what you're dealing with, and we talk about the knocking after you're doing the searching, and now you're left with the waiting. You have to understand the mechanics to successful marketing, successful branding, and success in the act of selling to acquire sales, which is the exchange of money, to then accumulate enough money to create the life that you want to live through the business that you've created, or the business that you work for, or the product or service that you have delivered to value, to give value back, so you can now have value of your own to live the life that you want to live. That destination down the way takes time and effort and patience and persistence and poise and discipline and clarity and being tactical and strategic and wise and smart and having situational awareness of what it is, where it is, why it is, how it is, and then looking at the end result and base it against your current efforts, your time to convert, do the data, make it a case study, and can it be repeatable to scale? Can it be repeatable to be converted into a system where now I don't have to do it no more? We have technology. We have the technology to do it for us. Are you hearing me? Do you hear what I have to say? Now, again, I don't have a master's degree. I don't have a PhD with the English language. I ain't the smartest person in the bunch. Yes, I come across and I'm trying to provide value that's very simple in delivery, simple in digesting it to understand. But in that, I hope you see the real value in what I'm trying to articulate in this moment with you. You have to be strategic about all of these things. But no matter how well the business plan and the strategy and the website and the landing page and the branding and the pitch decks and the graphics and the visuals and the video and how you position yourself, who you have network, it still comes down to patience, persistence, and poise. That's the only way you're going to have the power to get the prosperity you seek. Requires all of it. Don't stop knocking. Keep searching, keep knocking, keep waiting. Have the discernment to switch and do it all over again until the door opens for you. But know that in our life and how we do things, I'm a strong believer that the universe will provide for what you need most, when you need most, as long as you make yourself available for it to do its thing. But that doesn't mean it doesn't require you to do your thing. Make the ask, make the call, make the connection, move in different situations. Get yourself out of the comfort zone and into the uncomfortable zone. Leave the desert and go to the oasis. Go to places where you know is where your target audience is. The people who can afford your price for your service or your product. The people who have the access that you maybe can't get. And we can blame that on race. I've been there. We can blame it on youth or your age. I've been there too. You can blame it on so many different things, but at the end of the day, are you going to find a way to open that door, to get access to the door so you can knock and wait for someone to open it on the other side? You hear me? Are you feeling me? So I challenge you. I encourage you. I implore you. I motivate you to do what is necessary in your wheelhouse. And when you have maximized your capability, your ability, your knowledge, ask for help. Pay for help, delegate, network, join communities, surround yourself with other folk who can help you break through those barriers to scale up more. Yes, we're all waiting for doors to open. We're all knocking at doors. We're all searching for doors. You're not alone in how you feel. You're not alone in the frustration and the irritation looking at the vision you have and just wanting it to be achieved. Just wanting it to manifest. But we must have patience, we must have poise, we must have persistence.
And that's a wrap. We hope you enjoyed this episode of I Digress. What was your takeaway? Care to share your thoughts and tag Troy on social media? You can find him on all platforms at Find Troy. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a review or comment for this episode from wherever you're listening. Looking for a marketing strategist to build the structure, strategies, and systems you need to get the success you want and the ROI you desire in your business? Book a discovery call to talk with Troy at findtroy.com. And as Troy's philosophy goes, imagination is the engine, content is the fuel, social media is the highway, marketing is the roadmap, sales is the destination, culture is the GPS. Thanks for listening.